The only reason people come here, number one, is they love it.
Right.
When you got to consider, you don't have to go outside to eat. You can stay at home, right?
Right.
So, Rock and Brews has to be more than good food, and the food is spectacular. I don't care what your diet. If you're on a diet, you can have the kale salads, gluten-free pizzas, gluten-free beers. If you want to pig out, Godzilla-sized burgers and the ribs kill and the pulled pork. I mean, the desserts, bread pudding. Oh boy, most fun you can have with your pants on. But it really has to be an experience. If somebody comes into your home for dinner, you're not going to sit on the couch and say, "Come on in," right? You're going to go and greet them at the door. I hate going into restaurants where somebody stands behind a desk and you have to walk up to them. Fuck that. Go up to somebody and, "Hey, nice to see you. Come on in." How you're treated as a human being before the food. Hopefully you don't have to flag anybody down. You just look up. Somebody's there. "How you doing? Hey, nice to see you." There's a touch and a thing. It's got to feel great. The food's got to be great, and then who's there has a lot to do. If you got the wrong kind of people, we don't control it. We just naturally bring out good-looking, fun people, families, I must stress. And the design is, and we do acoustic testing, the design is you can hear everybody talking, but you can't make out what they're saying. We can clearly hear each other. It's a subtle thing. Listen to it. We're talking to each other. Nice to see you. You can hear other voices. You can't make out what they're saying, but it's not. Doesn't get in the way. And I've been here yesterday. It was completely packed. Talk like this. We can hear each other, and the acoustics have to do with the relationship between the width, the depth, but especially the height.
Right.
If it's not too high, not too low, it doesn't bounce around. We can hear each other, but you hear the buzz of people. Listen. You can't really make out what they're saying.
No, but we can definitely hear each other.
Yeah. And you don't have to raise your voice. Yeah. So all those little things take a lot of time, and a lot of it has to do with the open spaces too.
Why was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. With some of our Rock and Brews, you can play volleyball. Coinga Park, we have a sand pit. You can bring your kids, and some of our Rock and Brews, you can bring your pets, literally. We have play areas, where they can go on slides and plastic and stuff, and you can see your kids from one end to the other. There's kids' meals, and they can color stuff with Kiss makeup on, right? I mean, it's a lot of fun. And you're surrounded by the soundtrack of our lives, the music that made everybody's life possible. What's wrong with that?
Absolutely. Now, Paul, when I was talking to him, said that for him, it's important for there to be a separation between Kiss and Rock and Brews. How do you feel about that? Is that important to you as well?
Well, we're part of it.
Right.
Because even though we're partners and owners of it, you don't want to impose your own vibe on it, because there are plenty of great bands, even though Kiss is the #1 American gold record champion. But do I love ZZ? You bet your ass I do. Stevie Ray Vaughan, as good as it gets. So you want to honor those that have achieved great stuff. Who's going to say no to Janis Joplin and great stuff?
Right.
Now the chances are pretty good. I wouldn't want to hear Culture Club on there or something. That doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not part of my culture.
Right. What's your favorite meal here?
Honestly, it depends on what you feel like. If you're starving, and this is going to be your first meal in the daytime, come out and have pulled pork sandwiches, Godzilla sauce, because you really want to punish.
Right.
And if you've eaten breakfast and lunch and you feel like just kind of eating something, but not, you try the salads. Kale salad, great. And I like to combine it. I like the spicy barbecue chicken wings, and I arrange to get the chicken off the bones and stick it into the kale salad. Really good. And that way I can feel like I'm not cheating when I have my bread pudding or my teardrops, the desserts. Have a salad, have a dessert.
Right. The tour. I know we're not here to talk about that.
Sure you can.
Okay. Are you coming near Dallas?
So far, no. We are doing sort of the second cities, the cities where most people don't get attention. And
Right.
we have every intention of bringing gigantor-sized stage show to them. Places that some people have never heard of, like Mankato. And most people go, "Where's that, in Canada?" No, it's in America. There are cities that will have more people showing up to our concert than actually live in town.
All right. Right.
And that's happened before. We played in a place called Grand Forks, I think it is, in Newfoundland. They had 25,000 people in town, but 50,000 at the concert.
Right.
And we love that stuff. Look, let's call it for what it is. If you really love what you're doing, whether or not you even know where you are, or whether you're in London and Paris and all that other stuff, there's that thrill. You can't buy that. You know, you can buy almost anything in life. You really can, including companionship. You cannot buy that feeling of being up on stage and looking out into the audience and seeing a 30-year-old guy with Kiss makeup on, and on his shoulders is his kid who's 8 years old or whatever with his Kiss makeup on.
Yep.
And next to him is his grandfather who's 50-something years old with Kiss makeup on. When that stuff happens, I've caught myself. You turn around and you just well up with tears. I'll show you a photo.